Good morning or good afternoon or for wherever you're tuning in. This is Let's Talk Stroke, and I welcome you back, and I appreciate you being here. Um, this show is all about raising awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury. Um, but also, we also do this about stroke, recovery, hope, and occasionally whatever popped into my head, my brain while I'm drinking coffee at 6 a.m. Uh, okay, this show is really the topic is about one of the things we all know very well. So let's uh, let's starting over after stroke, but doing it with a sense of humor so we don't lose our minds. As you know, stroke is very basically about saying, hey, you look a little too comfortable, but let me shake things up real quick. And suddenly your body is like, excuse me, we didn't rehearse this. But here's the beautiful part. After the chaos settles, you realize something. You're still here. How important is that, right? I don't know if that made sense, but now you've got a comeback story better than any dramatic Netflix series. So before I get into it here, I just want to say hello and nice to see you guys here, and Lindora, Kevin, Colleen, and myself. And I know there's a lot of people out there watching, and I appreciate it. And you don't have to make comments, but if you can, please subscribe to Let's Talk Stroke on YouTube. Um, I appreciate it. So, what else did we talk about? So, anyway, I think about this as you have to start laughing because look, starting over, as we know, is tough. We all know that. But survivors, we get this is kind of what I think is pretty normal. I hear a lot of people saying it, but we do get our PhDs in doing things slow, kind of funny, hilarious, inch by inch. You used to be able to sprint across the room, but now you're saying, "Wow, I made it to the fridge today. Somebody call ESPN." I mean, but guess what? That's still a victory. You've got to celebrate those small little wins here. Um, but as we know, some survivors, and I would think most survivors, this I'll talk about myself. Survivors like myself lose a job. Well, not that I don't want to say I lost my house. I didn't lose the house. So a lot of people lose, relationships. Heck, some of us lose our patience trying to put on socks, tying your shoes. I mean, you know, but we do gain a superpower of resilience. Um, and a superpower is saying stuff like, I survived a stroke. I can handle anything, including that teenager who does not or won't do the dishes. Um, Life after stroke teaches us what really matters and what absolutely does not matter, like matching socks. Oh my gosh, that's so true, right? Um, I don't know if that makes sense, but John, great to see everybody here. Thank you again. Appreciate it. And like I said, a lot of things don't matter. I've done this, and it is frustrating trying to put my socks on. I mean, who happens this to happen? I mean, it's tough now. Use my dominant side that which is affected. Um, Trying to clip my toenails, and I can't do it right. So when I put my socks on, or anything has to go on my feet or through my feet or over my feet. I know, and you got a like a hangnail or something, and just you just have to rip it through there. But anyway, so what else? Yeah, I was thinking about a whole bunch of things yesterday and this morning. If you're rebuilding right now, here is your reminder: you're stronger than you think. You are funnier than you realize. You've got to have a sense of humor. That's very important. Um, well, there was others. Um, let's see. You did. Okay. So you're stronger than you think. You are funnier than you realize. You're absolutely allowed to celebrate those little wins, and you should be proud of them. They're so important. Just like I said earlier, just tying your shoe. I tie my shoes with one hand. I know during therapy I was taught to really work it, and I'm just thinking about this, using both hands to tie the shoes. It takes me so long. So maybe that's the way out that I don't do, is just use one hand. I can do it quickly. You know, because you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Um, uh, the kind of experience you only get from fighting your way back. I mean, that's so important. Um, life after stroke is still life, and you deserve to enjoy it. You enjoy you deserve to laugh. You deserve to laugh through it, um, and rebuild it your own way. That works for you. So think about that. That's very important, that we go through this. You have to have a sense of humor, and so there's a moment every survivor reaches, that quiet moment where you decide, okay, my life does look a little different, but I'm still here and I'm not done. Um, Starting over is not a weakness. It's strength. It's courage. It's saying, I will build something new, even if I have to do it one tiny step at a time. And that's what I do. I do it one step at a time, a tiny step. But you know what? Look back and say, wow, look how far I've come from no walking, no talking, um, still mumbling my words. But maybe your step today is standing up. Oh my gosh. Maybe your step today is taking a shower alone. How many people have like did that? Okay, something there here, here, there, something. But maybe it's walking across the room. I mean, maybe it's saying a word that you couldn't say last month. I mean, does anybody agree with all that, what I'm saying? Um, um, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys with all these comments, really. Any too clean, yeah, that's good. I love it, Kevin. That's good. Um, yeah, happy Thursday. So where was I at? Like I said, maybe it's saying a word that you couldn't say last month. I mean, 15 years. Here we go again. Oh, there's a lot of outside. It's a construction thing here, and it's going crazy. Sorry about the loudness. Okay, so every step counts. Every step matters. Every step, every step that you're taking is rebuilding, right? It is definitely rebuilding. So what you gain when you lose everything. Maybe survivors say that after your stroke, they lost almost everything. I mean, their job. One of the big things is confidence. I, that was me in the beginning. Not anymore. I have confidence. But maybe you know what's incredible. So many say they found something too. They found, and this me and me doing these shows, found purpose. I found purpose, and I'll pluralize that. Whew. I don't know if that's a word, but they found patience. You found patience. You found strength that you never knew you had. Uh, that's a powerful one. They found people who truly love them. That's a big one. They found a new version of themselves, one that fights. I mean, you know, that's huge. Um, and rebuilding is not about getting your old life back. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, it's different. You get that mental issue too. I mean, the okay, I can't remember it. It's about creating a life that fits the person that you are now and the person you're becoming. Does I hope that makes sense to you, everybody, because it does. Um, I think it's very important that we all go through that. Um, let's see, I'm looking here, and I still got this construction. I almost need to put this on mute for a minute. Sorry for all the, I mean, crazy what's going on here. But that's a win. Every small accomplishment is very huge. I agree with you there, John. Very important, and I do apologize for all this noise. I don't know if you hear all this noise. So, you know, you've got to truly embody the meaning of starting over. Um, we survived a stroke and lost almost everything, you know, but never lost our will to rebuild. Our story reminds us all um, that new beginnings can be beautiful beginnings. You got that? I mean, is it that makes sense? So if you are listening right now and you feel like starting from zero, I want you to hear this. You are not starting over. You're starting fresh. And fresh starts are powerful. They're huge. Um, so, I mean, life after stroke is not about going backwards, even though some people will get complacent. Um, me breaking my hip, I feel like I went back. So going backwards, but it's not. You find other ways to to uh, to rebuild yourself there. I hope that makes sense to you. I mean, I'm trying to uh, um, make sense of all this. You know, let's see. I wrote some things down that I thought were so powerful. That were good. So, like I said, if you are starting over or you're listening right now and you feel like you went backwards, I know that. I know that. I mean, I kind of went backwards a little when I broke my hip. Um, but you know what? Um, your story is not over. Your story is still being written. Uh, you know, I mean, that's huge. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think about any of that. Yeah, there's so much out there to be thankful for. I do appreciate that some of the, I know when you have a stroke, as you know, things kind of come out backwards from the mouth when I'm talking. But I appreciate you understand the Lenore. I do appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make this a quick and easy, small show. Let's see, John, that's a win. Every small accomplishment is very huge for us. 1 inch, and I do want to shout out to you, John, with all the stuff you're doing. Um, you know, every day. I mean, we all should take note of that. That is so huge what you're doing. You're really providing some great motivation for us. So 1 inch is improvement. I know, and I do. I'm sure you hear all this. Unless I'm the only one who hears this. There's a thing like a pounding on the out there. But anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. So anyway, if there's anything else that you guys feel like I'm missing, I do like Kevin your comment. I mean, does anybody see? Did anyone miss this? Any two clean socks make a perfect pair. I know. Oh, that's so funny. But anyway, good morning, everyone. Again, once again, and I do appreciate you guys being here. Uh, yeah, and I'm just pulling up comments now to this point. So, agreed, broke my back, and it took a year. It's good for you. I mean, not that you broke your back, but I feel like I'm gonna sneeze here. But anyway, um, yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I know there's a quick little shout out, but I just wanted to come on and talk about rebuilding our lives after stroke. It's huge. I mean, right. I mean, it's rebuilding ourselves after our stroke. I mean, and again, celebrate those little wins. There were some funny things that I was talking about in the beginning. Like I said, this this show is when we talk about recovery, hope, and occasionally whatever pops into my brain while I'm drinking coffee at 6 a.m. But please have some good, you know, and laugh through it. Laugh through what we've just chit chatted about. So you need to do it with a sense of humor, so we don't lose our minds. Because let's be honest, if we can laugh at some of this, we'd be crying in the frozen food section at our grocery store. So, but yeah. So well, let's see. Did I have some other things here? Oh, okay. When the stroke happens, it basically is saying, "Hey, you look too comfortable. Let me shake things up real quick," and then suddenly your body is like, excuse me, we didn't rehearse this. But here's the beautiful part. After the chaos settles, you realize something. We are still here. And now you've got a comeback story better than any dramatic Netflix series. But we know that starting over is tough. We all know that. That is stroke. And like in the beginning, I said, we all got our getting our PhDs in doing something that's is slow, hilarious, frustrating, inch by inch, and like, and I'm going back a little of this because some who showed up a little late, which is fine. You're able to sprint across the room prior to pre-stroke. Yeah. But again, I made it to the refrigerator today. I mean, somebody called ESPN, and guess what? That's still a victory. We think it's that it's not. Please look back, John Prince. Look at what you're doing. You're recording all your stuff, man. When you go back and look a month ago or how old, you're gonna say, "Wow, that little victory is good." But I know that, and this happened to me in the beginning. I'm not sure for you, but did you used to lose your patience on doing anything? I mean, tying a shoe, like I said, but you also gain something new that no one else has. You gain a superpower of resilience, and it may be like saying, "I survived a stroke. I can handle anything." I believe you can. Life after stroke really does teaches you what actually matters in life and what absolutely does not matter in life. Like Kevin, I think matching socks. I mean, really. I mean, someone has a stroke, you'll understand that. But it's pretty interesting. But now you are rebuilding your life. Here's your reminder before I end. You are stronger than you think. You're funnier than you realize. You're absolutely allowed to celebrate those little wins. So For those of you that are watching, thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. And Wayne's here. Wayne, thank you for being on the show the other day, Tuesday. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and we will be seeing you on Tuesday next.